Welcome everyone to the virtual tour here at Canyon Heights Academy of the Early Montessori program. I'm Miss Fox, the lead Early Montessori teacher. Come on in. When the students come into our classroom, the first thing they do is they sit on our benches and they take off their shoes. Each of the students have their own cubbies over here with their pictures inside. This is a great way to help with independence. They can start by practicing taking their shoes on and off. They get ready for the day, they hang up their coats, put their backpacks away, and then they're ready for the entire classroom. I'm going to go around and show you the different parts of the classroom to get a better understanding of what the day would look like or what type of works the students could do. Over here we have our fine motor activities. These help with the different grasping that they need to develop in order to learn how to later read and write, especially with writing. And we usually change these out with different puzzles or different activities that work their hands in those fine motor ways. This is where the children can paint. They can also work with the clay, and they can also work with pasting materials as well. This is a great area that they can really expand in their creativity, and they can do this at any time, and we're constantly switching out the colors and bringing more opportunities for them. Over here is our practical life area, or the beginning of it. Here we have our hand washing station. This is something that usually most parents ask me, why do you have a basin and a pitcher and some soap for my child? Marie Montessori discovered that children love working with their hands in practical ways. She found that they were more interested in doing practical activities that as adults we might find not very interesting. Right here, like I said, is our hand washing station. They carry this pitcher all the way to the sink across the room. They bring it all the way back, and they can pour the water into the basin. As they work with the bubbles and the soap, their concentration is formed because usually they spend, honestly, about 30 minutes repeating this activity over and over again. That was something that Marie Montessori called the cycle of activity, which is when a child repeats something over and over again, and it leads to a deeper form of concentration. Over here we have our flower arranging activity. This is another practical life activity where they can arrange the flowers in different vases. Some other practical life activities that we have are different pouring activities. We have wood polishing, floor cleaning, table washing. We also have our famous dressing frames, which many people have heard about. This is very staple for Montessori. The children can practice learning how to unbutton things, how to do a snap frame, how to zip different materials, and it gives them a way to practice these activities that would be very challenging to do on themselves, but in a more isolated way. As we come in this direction of the classroom, you might notice that we have some instruments here for our students. Every day as well, we also sing songs with them. We play the ukulele, we play the guitar, and we gather all together and we sing different songs for the day. Come over here this way. Over here is our atrium area. Maria Montessori also helped to design, with a woman named Sophia Cavalletti, the Catechesis of the Good Shepherd. That's a way to teach the Catholic faith through Montessori education. It's very hands-on, it's very simple, and the children honestly love it. As you see, we have Jesus our Good Shepherd over there. This is also where we gather every day to sing songs and to talk about the days of the week as well. After our music time, when we sing songs with the children, we also talk about the days of the week. I'm sorry it's empty right now. We had to clean everything with distance learning, but it will be back to normal again when everybody comes back to school. Now come over here this way. We're going to head over to the language area. Over here we have our language area. Montessori curriculum teaches that oral language is the foundation for all later reading and writing. So as you see, we have a lot of different cards here and objects that the children can learn the names of. We're constantly switching these out, and we even bring in real objects as well for the children to be able to experience and learn the names for as well. This is an example of one of them. As you see here, we have our wonderful little German Shepherd dog and a picture of a German Shepherd. The children can bring these activities to mats, or they can bring them to tables, and they learn how to match the different objects with the cards. And in doing so, they learn the names for them as well. Over here, we have our reading area. In this classroom, the children have the choices to take the book to the chair by themselves, they can bring it to a table, or they can sit with the teacher and we can read with them. In this area, you see our kitchen that's also accessible to the children. And you also pass another wonderful practical life activity where they can wash dishes. Currently, they were washing a shell. They love this activity, and they can bring the pitcher to the sink and bring it back, and they love working with the bubbles and cleaning with their hands. Another big part about the toddler curriculum in Montessori is food preparation. The children can come at any point and prepare a snack for themselves. As you can see, we have oranges here. We usually switch it out with different fruits or vegetables, and the children can take that to a table, and they can have more if they're still hungry afterwards. Another part is our lemon squeezing activity. This we also change out with different types of fruits that can be squeezed to enhance the water. And this is used for our group snack time. These larger tables are used after our morning work time is completed. We gather for our singing, and we also gather to talk about the days of the week. And at that point, we also come over here and we gather for our group snack. That's when the children can enjoy the wonderful lemon water, and they also enjoy their snack before going outside. As you see over here, this is our bathroom where the children can come at any point and use the toilet. Now, a lot of you might be asking yourself, how do you toilet train my child? We help with that, so rest assured. A lot of what we do is teaching independence, and the first steps are helping the children learn how to take their pants on and off on their own, how to pull their pull-up on and off on their own as well. If there is any poop or anything in that realm, we take care of it, but we help them learn how to do as most of it as they can independently. Now that we're at the end of our tour, I wanted to answer some questions that I usually get. A lot of parents ask, how does this all come together and how does it work? How does my child actually work with these different objects independently or activities independently? We encourage them as they come in to take different objects to the tables or bring them to mats. As the children have worked here for more than a few weeks, they start to get used to how the routine works, and soon you find that all the children are taking different activities to shelves. When they are finished, they put them back on the shelf so the next child can take them. This is a great way to help the children learn how to share and learn that every activity needs to be treated with respect, and that we respect our friends as they are working with it as well. We hope you enjoyed the virtual tour. Thank you so much for joining us. The Early Montessori program at Canyon Heights Academy is truly the best way to not only prepare your child for our preschool, but to prepare them for the rest of their lives. We hope to see you in person sometime soon. Thanks for coming.